Okay, so I'm delighted to say that I'm joined in the studio this afternoon by Joe and Charlie from Faded Shades. Welcome to the studio, guys. Good to see you. It's nice to see you. Now, there's another member of the band, isn't there, who's not here at the moment?
There is, yeah. Liam couldn't be with us. His work commitments.
Oh, poor chap. Because you're all working guys, aren't you?
We are.
Yeah.
Yes,
let's introduce you first. So, you're brothers.
Yeah, we've known each other a few years now, yeah, brothers.
Who's the oldest? I can't tell between you.
You're kidding it, yeah? I must be doing something right.
Yeah, Joe's the oldest.
The oldest. So you decided to put a band together. You're both obviously talented musicians. Was the music first or the band first? You know, did you make a band and think, okay, we've got to learn to play something, or was it the other way around?
Well, I only really learnt to play the drums to be in their band, so I wasn't interested before. I only wanted to play in their band sort of thing.
Right, so that's your choice.
That's me, but it's not the case for the other two, I don't think.
So you had no musical
instrument,
none. But you really wanted to join the band?
Yeah.
So Joe, you had the band with Liam, is that right?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
We needed a drummer so badly.
And what do you play, Joe?
A guitar.
Your guitar?
Yeah.
And what does Liam play?
The bass.
Bass. You need a drummer, don't you, I guess?
Yeah, you need someone at the back keeping it all in time, don't you?
So, Charlie, when did you step forward and go, I want to do it, then I'll learn? Was it a bit like Love Actually, where you were in your bedroom practising?
Yeah, I just bought a drum kit, and then, I mean, he's obviously going to hear it because he's in the room next to me, so...
And did you have to audition him? Did you audition for the part, or was it a done deal?
I think it was pretty much a done deal. It's so hard to find drummers because there's like 1,000 guitarists for every drummer and bassist, basically. So,
and I've listened to your music, and I know there was something posted on Instagram of you playing just acoustic guitar, Joe. You're really talented. You really play the guitar very well.
Oh, thanks very much.
Are you the vocalist? Who's the vocalist?
Yeah, me. Yeah.
So just you. You're the lead vocalist. And
luckily I keep far away from that sort of thing.
Liam throws the odd backing vocal in, especially live. Yeah.
So when did you get to the point where you were ready to start gigging? And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I think the first few gigs we played was mostly just open mic things like 2 years ago, but it got a bit more serious within the last year, I think.
Why was that? Is there something that's happened that's caused that, or is it just you feel already?
Yeah,
you
get a little bit addicted to the buzz of it, really, and you play one venue and then you want to play a bigger one, and then you want to play to 5 people, and then you want to play to 10, and we're working on 15 now. So.
Yeah,
no, I'm joking.
Yeah,
no, we've had a few more than that come down. Yeah.
Do you find it difficult to find the gigs?
Every now and then. It depends what sort of venue you're going for, to be honest.
And what sort of venues do you play?
Well, we've played some quite prestigious venues, you'd know. Tunbridge Wells Forum.
Oh, yeah? That's a good one.
We've played a few around London on Tin Pan Alley.
O2 Islington as well, which is pretty
wow.
good. That was probably my favourite gig to play as well.
Yeah, so what size audience were you playing to there?
I don't know, I didn't count. It was all right. It was like medium sized.
It seemed a lot, yeah.
It was a dark room.
Do you get really nervous before you perform?
I used to a lot, but it sort of becomes a bit more normal. I think after the first song, it's fine. Like, you sort of get into the rhythm of it.
So how do you travel around? How do you get the equipment around? Have you got a van, or what do you do?
No van. We make do with a
Vauxhall Corsa.
Yeah. And you managed to get everything into the house.
Yeah, lucky enough, my dad's got a pickup, and he's kind enough to let us use that if ever we need to get the drum kit along as well.
Good old dad.
Yeah.
Because it's the problem, isn't it? The equipment is expensive. You know, getting around to gigs is expensive. Musicians don't make a lot of money. You know, a lot of the gigs, sometimes you just do them just because you've got a gig and you can get out there and it's good practice for you. It's good experience.
Of course. Just for the promotion alone, really, and the exposure. But,
so how do you fund yourselves? You have a job, Joe. So
yeah.
You work. And Charlie, you're...
I've got nothing.
What are you doing at the moment then?
I study architecture
as
at
your
university.
Student.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so how do you fit this in then around your studies? That must be quite hard.
I miss a lot of lectures.
Dad's not listening.
Rock stars fast becoming player no, especially the older I'm getting.
So the O2 gig is probably the one that stands out for you at the moment.
But it was a top gig.
Yeah. Do you play the local venues often?
Tunbridge is all right, and we play in Sidcup and around Bexley and that quite a bit more. Just wherever will have us, really.
So the Forum. Have you played at the Grey Lady in Tunbridge Wells?
We have 3 times. Yeah, thanks to Paul Dunton.
Yeah. He's been to the studio a few times. Paul, he's great for new bands. He's very encouraging of new music. It's brilliant. Okay, well, I think it's time we talked about your music. So, what are your inspirations? Who do you who are your favourites? Who do you like to listen to?
Mine's typically singer-songwriters like Neil Young and Noel Gallagher. Of late, Crispy and Mills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, you're more 60s, aren't you?
Yeah, I like. Well, we all like a lot of the older stuff, like the Who and Jefferson Airplane, Velvet Underground stuff.
And do you find that influences your music?
Yeah, definitely. Classic rock as a whole, I think, will always influence music. It's just... Yeah.
I think there's a strong, like, Oasis, Stone Rosy vibe as well.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I listened to some music and I could definitely hear an Oasis type of thing. A little bit of Pink Floyd on one of the tracks too.
Oh, really?
I thought, yeah.
Oh, we're in good company.
It was really, it was really good. Yeah, it's great sound. You make great sound. So you've made a debut album.
Yeah.
Where was that recorded? Did you go into the studio for that?
We actually made our own studio, a little homemade studio, yeah.
It's great that you can do that these days, isn't it? And promote your own music. You're not waiting for a label to pick you up, although that would be nice. You can actually get your music out there, can't you?
Yeah. It was hard work. Yeah. In hindsight, we may have been better off in a real studio after the time and money put in, but
the sound you've made is very impressive, and I think it's time that we listen to it as well.
Brilliant.
So should we play one of your tracks? What are we playing?
It's a track called What I'm On About.
Okay, and it is brilliant. So here we go. Let's listen to that, and then we'll have a chat after we've heard it. Sounds great. Congratulations. It's a great track. Is it nice sitting there listening to it? Does it give you a thrill when you hear your music?
I grin like a Cheshire cat every time it grazes my ears.
You're both sitting there. We cranked the speakers up in the studio and you're both sitting there with big grins on your faces. So, that's original music. You wrote it yourself.
Yeah.
Who writes the music?
I wrote that one. It was about a night out in Amsterdam that ended up a bit livelier than it should have done.
Really?
Yeah.
Do all your songs, are they based on experiences? Or is it just lyrics that come to you? Or how do you begin writing a song?
Well, I don't know, they just sort of come to you sometimes, really. But yeah, they're all about real things and real people and real experiences.
Some of them you can talk about, some you can't talk about.
Exactly.
Does anyone else write in the band, or is it just you, Joe?
No one's... Like, we work together with the music, but the words are all Joe.
So are you honest with him? Do you say that's rubbish, we can't do this one? Or does it generally turn out with really good stuff?
I think Joe's really honest with himself. Like,
are you? I bet you're quite a strong critic of your own work.
Yeah, I think you've got to be honest. I mean, for every 7 songs I write, 1 will make it to showing Charlie and Liam, and then for every 1 of them or every 5 of them, maybe 1 will make it through to being a long-term thing. You know, it's quite a long process.
So how regularly do you get together?
It varies a lot. It depends on what time of year and like when I'm off of uni or when they're busy at work, sort of thing. But it does vary. So
brilliant. Okay, so the album itself, what's it called?
It Gets Heavy.
It Gets Heavy. Okay, how many tracks are on there?
10 tracks.
And is it available? If our listeners, if they want to hear more, what should they do?
Yeah, you can look us up and stream us everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, and then you can find us on all levels of social media, Instagram, Facebook, a lot. So
that's where I found you, because I've decided this year I need to get more savvy on the social media. I'm only on Facebook at the moment, but I've just joined Instagram, which is how we came to be connected. And there's so many different...
Working out already, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It has worked out okay. Who knows who's listening?
I know.
So someone's listening. So, you know, what would be your ambition? What would you hope you would this time next year? Where would you like to be?
I'd love to just make a living out of it. That'd do me, I reckon, and then see where it goes from there. To be honest,
full time would be unreal.
It'd be nice to live the dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I suppose you're looking for some really big gigs this year then, hopefully. You never know. So who is active in your band, or all 3 of you busily trying to find venues and opportunities?
We all explore different avenues, and, you know, and then there's friends of friends, that sort of thing, and their contacts, so...
Yeah, always keep our ear to the ground in anything that's coming up, and, you know... And you just got to say yes, wherever it is. If someone goes, oh, you can do this, then you just go, yes, we're on it. And you've got to be there, you know. Brilliant.
Well, the best of luck, guys. You deserve to be successful. It's you carry on. Keep turning out the music. When you've got anything new, you want to let us hear it, then absolutely send it over and we'll give it an airplay. And good luck. I hope it really works out for you. We should watch out for your any gigs locally.
Thanks.
Yeah,
brilliant. Thanks very much.
It's really great to meet you. And best of luck.
Cheers.
Okay, stay tight. I'm going to do the travel. It's busy out there. You're going to have a bit of a journey going home.
Oh, don't tell us that. I need to have a cup of tea then.
Uckfield FM, traffic and travel.